and it sounds corny, but it's to go from working in your business to working on your business. How do you do that, right? The way you do it is, you remember those mazes or a labyrinth? Just picture in your mind a maze or a labyrinth. You're going through the labyrinth or the maze, and you don't know if you should turn left, or should you turn right, or should you go straight ahead. And these are decisions that we as entrepreneurs and CEOs have to make, and there are dire consequences for every single decision that we make. In fact, where we are today is just a culmination of all the decisions that we've made up until this point. And so, so how do you know which way to go? What I've found is that the best way to do it is to get above the maze. Okay, so when you position your seat 20 to 30 feet above the maze, well, guess what, Curtis? Any idiot, even me, I can figure out which way to go. I can go, I know it. I'm like, no, dummy, go left. No, don't go that way, right? Because I'm above the maze. And the only way that I've found to do that personally is through, some people call it a hack. I really call it a solution. And that is this 3-hour workday, which basically is forcing me to say, okay, what are the 2 big picture things that I'm going to focus on? And I'm working on my business, and I'm orchestrating, just like, I'm no longer in the band, man. I'm the orchestra conductor. You know what I'm saying? And so, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It's something that it's a process. It's a process to get to. But when you get to it, life is so good, and it's the reason why we became entrepreneurs. We became entrepreneurs, Curtis, for 3 types of freedom. Okay, 3 types of freedom, and God bless EXP, because EXP gives us, allows us the greatest opportunity for this. Number 1, first freedom that we came into it for, financial freedom. Duh, I like money. I hope if you're listening to me, I hope you like money, because money comes in pretty handy down here, right? So number 1, financial freedom. Curtis, when I was 45, man, I was on the Dave Ramsey ship, right? I was like, man, I'm going to pay off everything. I got these credit cards, paid off all my credit cards. Oh, I'm going to pay off my house, paid off my mortgage. Okay. So when I was 45, I'm sitting there, I had no mortgage, no credit card debt. I'm free and clear. But guess what? My bills didn't stop coming in. I needed residual income, right? EXP. So number 1, financial freedom. Number 2, time freedom. We became entrepreneurs, man, because we didn't want people telling us when to show up. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? A little bit of rebellion, I get it. But then the third freedom that we enjoy and that we got in this business for is location freedom. Okay, or if you don't have that, it's something you can have. I'm in Florida right now. Austin is sitting there about 13 degrees, 14, 15 degrees at my house, and I can watch that on my Ring camera. I'm not going to experience it. Yesterday here, it was 86 degrees. Okay, I was at the beach, we got in the water, and we hung out, right? And so I can operate my business from anywhere in the world. Okay, although I need some cool lights like Curtis has, so I can travel with. I'm going to get some cool lights, cool lighting system. It's on my list, but that's the whole thing, man. So. Getting out of the weeds and out of the pain of where you are, remembering why you got in business in the first place, and now leapfrogging to the destiny that God has for you. Yeah, so I'll give it to you in a more big picture. So let's say my game is listings. By the way, I own multiple 6-figure businesses, and I operate all of those businesses within my 3-hour day. But let's say for example, my game is real estate. Okay, number 1, I'm going to focus on listings. Why? Because it's more dollar productive than any other place in the game, right? So I'm going to go straight to the table that has the biggest odds of winning. And when I win big every time. So since we've been here 3 weeks. I've already closed 2 listings. Just picked up another one last night. So it's not a thing where you have to give up what you're doing. You do have to have boots on the ground, okay? But if from a listing standpoint, the 2 things I would focus on, number 1 is lead generation and appointments. That's it, okay? For example, and I'm a systems guy, okay? I'm high on the SC scale. I'm basically a glorified admin. That's what I am. My disc is ISC. I have 0 D whatsoever. But let's say so lead generation is for that, I would do the two. I would work 2 hours. I would do 2 hours a day, or 90 minutes of lead generation every single day, and I would lead generate in my zone of genius. Very important. Okay, lead generate to your personality profile. Super important. That's a whole nother class, but it's super important to follow that, because otherwise you'll be miserable in this business. And then I would do appointments. I would do, even if all you did was lead generation and appointments, you could get one appointment a day doing that. Okay, and then everything else you delegate. By the way, I have a 46-step listing system. There's only 3 steps that I personally have to do. There's only 5 steps that require a license, and really there's only one thing that I personally have to do, and that's generate the lead. And I don't even have to do that when I was closing over 150 deals a year, Curtis, I was working 3 hours a week. Okay. Hey there, Knolly Williams here, the Business Healer. Thanks so much for watching. Now, I want to invite you out to a free training that I'm doing. It's live. It's going to be a great training that you're going to absolutely love. I call it the 6-Figure Shortcut. Now, you may or may not know that over the last 30 plus years, I've launched multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses. In fact, right now today, I run 3 6-figure businesses, and I work only 3 hours a day. People have asked me, Knolly, how do you do it? Can we figure out your success system? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you in my free training that I call the 6-Figure Shortcut. The 6-Figure Shortcut. Now, all you have to do to reserve your seat is go to knolly.live, knolly.live, and we'll get you your seat reserved. Now, I look forward to you being a part of this upcoming free training.